Sung Jin Woo is taking looks maxing to the max.
Turn it up.
Oh, okay.
That's the max.
It's the max. That's the max.
Yo, boys, I may be getting ahead of myself, but it's looking like solo leveling gonna be one of them ones. The story hitting, the animation smooth, and we cannot forget about the D1 Max Prestige light skin of a main character they got us rocking with, Sung Jin Woo. But he wasn't always like this. Before he started looks maxing, bro had that Timothy Chalamet build, a straight featherweight, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But looks maxing is dangerous though. It can turn a previously top tier ugly nigga like myself with no hoes, no life, no job, no motion, no riz, etc. into a Hall of Fame threat, starting point guard on the Memphis Grizzlies type shit. So it's only right we lock in and see what type of treacherous activities Sung Jin Woo is on to get to this level. So let's get into it.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty.
Alright, so we first get introduced to Jin Woo when he pulls up to this dungeon raid, and off rip, everybody just glazing, bro. He walked through the front gate and all eyes was on him, like everybody was trying to say what's up and dap him up. Hey, what up, slime? Hey, it's my guy Jin Woo. Hey, what's good, broski? Hey, what up, boy? So you sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, Jin Woo gotta be a dog. He's street certified. Everybody in their mama throwing respect on his name. But nah, the only reason they glaze him so hard is because Jin Woo is known as the weakest hunter of all of mankind. And they already know any raid that he gonna be on is guaranteed to be a free lick. I'm sick. This Make-A-Wish ass motion. They giving Jin Woo the same treatment as a special ed kid who they let get buckets on senior night because he was a team manager. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't even blame him though. Y'all, I promise you I'm not trying to be mean. But y'all, you cannot tell me this nigga don't look like a good example. Dude look like he could be actively flipping burgers at Weenie Hut Juniors as we speak. Oh, teacher, you forgot to collect the homework. Face ass. But Jin Woo do get some points for me though, cause he locked in with this top tier baddie like, I don't see you, twin. So the squad heads into the gate to clear the dungeon, and we cut over to see Jin Woo catch his first body, and he was so geeked. But that lasted for all of 2 seconds, cause tell me why this goblin just ran up and boomed this nigga. And now we on the ground hitting the fetal pose. Reboot card finna spawn in at any second. So the rest of the team ends up clearing the dungeon while Jin Woo is getting healed, but they realize something is off when the gate doesn't disappear. And this one dude finds another door, revealing that this was actually a double dungeon that the Hunters Association missed when they first appraised the gate. This second dungeon doesn't have a ranking, but the team just assumes that it's gotta be a D rank just like the first one. So the squad takes a vote because some of the team wants to raid it to get the loot, while others want to wait to know the dungeon's ranking for sure. And they end up being split 50-50 with the deciding vote coming down to the boy, Jin Woo. He see everybody looking at him and he just in his bitch, I know this nigga ain't thinking about going in there. I'm in. So we cut over to see this random purse snatching in the middle of the day, and I'm just confused. I'm like, what are you showing this to me for? Then this little blonde shorty spawns in the middle of the street and Yup, 10 out of 10 scene. This was a crucial element to the plot that we needed to progress the story. Thank you to the animators, well done, bravo. Thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to... And I can't find a comment now, but on one of my videos, somebody was just like, so is he just gonna be down bad every video? Duh, nigga. This is art. Like, this junk is magnificent. Like, this shit had me tweaking like when I seen the Sydney Sweeney Hot Ones interview. Ain't no shame in my game, OG. But anyways, we back at the dungeon where the team is walking into this final boss battle room looking like it's straight out of Hogwarts Legacy. Creepy statues and all. They fight or flight instincts is non-existent. Just a bunch of Travis Scott, give me the loot! Shorty notices that the main statue's eyes were watching them, then both gates shut immediately, trapping everybody inside. The door! It just shut on its own! What do we do? Oh hell no, move. I'm out of here. I already can't do haunted houses and y'all wanted to bring me to this creepy ass— Look out! It's a trap! Oh my god. Bro, Big Dog right here legit got did like a bug on a windshield. Social distance this man's head from the rest of his body. And everybody is shocked. They got to screaming to the top of their lungs, tweaking out like a possessed Cardi fan because they got no idea what to do. So Jin Woo looks back at the main statue and sees its eyes starting to glow. And he immediately yelled action because he knew that motherfucker was finna cause a scene. And that he did. The statue shot out this laser quick as fuck, and like a bitch with an STD, he got that boy burnt. Nothing but ashes.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Everybody dying.
Jinwoo peeped how devious the statue was looking and started to regret that he ever voted yes. But he knew that this was not the time to be going outside. Bro had to lock in, put the team on his back, and hard carry like Brian in the 2018 playoffs. So Jinwoo got to talking to Unk, and they peeped that there's commandments written in the dungeon, reading "Thou shalt worship God, thou shalt praise God, and thou shalt prove thy faith." So they get to chatting it up, trying to figure out what the commandments mean so they can escape. But then they get interrupted by the most oralist D1 yapper I have ever seen in my life. Bro was talking about some, "No, I'm not dying here. I just signed my first 360 deal with the major guild. I got too much motion to be packed up in this crap hole with you bums."
Boy, if you don't
Like, bro, shut your ass up. So he gets to yapping about his speed and how he can make it out the trenches. They even gave him this cool power-up with the glowing eyes. But after taking one look at his fit, I knew he was chopped. It wasn't a single ounce of drip detected anywhere in his fit. Bro got dressed up in a red and black tracksuit, and his first thought was like, oh yeah, the green steppers will go crazy with this, with no socks.
Embarrassing.
Drip or drown? Dog might as well be at the bottom of the Atlantic, cause this combo should have never seen the light of day. Surrounded by man-killing statues, and what did bro do?
He ran!
And I actually feel kinda bad, cause he did all this yapping just to get turned into a first team McDonald's All-American. He's cooked! He didn't even make it halfway. So Jinwoo realizes they gotta follow the commandments to worship God, which is the main statue. He got the rest of the group to bow down with him, and that actually worked. But then the statue hit one of the most maniacal, one of the most devious smiles I have ever seen. And I know this smile. This is the smile of a nigga that is there to do nothing but hate, spread negativity, and do whatever it takes to ruin your day just for the fun of it. So the main statue got up out of his chair and turned that motherfucker into a scene straight out of Attack on Titan by recreating the rumbling. So everybody just scatters, and dude right here that was so gung-ho about going deeper into the dungeon started having flashbacks about his family. So you knew his time was coming. He was like, everybody, I think the safest place is up against the wall. No, dumbass, look behind you.
Oh my God.
See, I want to feel bad for bro, but I can't. I just want to say I told you so. Like, dude right here was one of the people who damn near gaslit the rest of the group to going deeper into the dungeon just because he wanted to be greedy and get more loot. Didn't Queso teach us what happens when you get too greedy? And now bro just made his wife a widow, and this man then created
Another fatherless child.
The statue really played Fruit Ninja with this man's entire body and turned bro into a banana split. So Jinwoo was trying to figure out what the commandment praise God means when he sees that some of the statues are holding weapons and others have instruments. He directs everybody to stand in front of the statues with the instruments, and to everybody's surprise, another one of his ideas actually works. But the catch is, there can only be one person at each statue. So Jinwoo just leaves Shorty at their statue and starts making a mad dash for another one, but the main statue was on his ass like back pockets, was getting hawked down like a LeBron chase down on a break. Jinwoo was so terrified that bro couldn't even see straight and ran into a statue with a shield instead of an instrument. So the shield statue was just like, and Phantom taxed his ass immediately by chopping off his right leg. So at this point, Jinwoo was straight up bear crawling for his life, Shorty screaming in the distance with the God statue on his ass. And y'all already know, he the main character, so of course he barely makes it, but now the group has to face this third trial where they have to prove their faith to God. Jinwoo assumes that this means that somebody has to get sacrificed on the altar. So this op-ass nigga right here pulls out his sword and starts gaslighting the leader of the group like, we had good men die today. Bum Sheik had a family he's never gonna get to see again, all because you let us down here. If you really want to take responsibility for the deaths of the members in our party, prove your faith to God and us, leader. Offer yourself as a sacrifice.
I beg your pardon?
No. Time out. See, at this moment right here, I would have had to start putting a pause on this nigga, stomping his ass out and leaving him as a sacrifice, cause man, what? This Eisen level manipulator is trying to avoid all responsibility for going into the double dungeon when he legit was the leader of the gaslighting group that wanted to go in and collect more loot. Nah, I'ma say this again. Just for my sanity, I would've had to hit bro with the left, right, good night and left his ass on that altar. So Unk ends up caving and walks into the middle of the altar and a single flame ignites. And the group is still confused, so they turn to Jinwoo for more advice. This is so crazy to me. They was dissing Jinwoo earlier, calling him the weakest hunter of all mankind and cracking all type of jokes. But now they treating this nigga like Lil Durk, the voice of the streets. So Jinwoo thinks each flame represents a person, so he gets everybody to throw that ass in a circle and the ritual starts. There's 6 orange flames for each of the hunters, and the blue flames are a timer for them to prove their faith. The ritual barely lasted 10 seconds when everybody started tweaking out when the statue started surrounding them and closing in on their position. Old girl right here, the big dude, and his op-ass nigga all leave one by one, leaving blind spots in a circle. And after each person left, the door just kept closing more and more. Yeah, these boys definitely not peace. So now we just got Jinwoo, Unk, and Shorty left with the statues closing in fast. Jinwoo doesn't want want him to die, so he tells him to get out and survive, leaving himself as a sacrifice. And I don't even think I can show this next part on YouTube without getting demonetized or heavy censoring, so we just gonna speed run through it real quick. But just know, these statues put Jinwoo in the blender. This shit is gruesome. Boy was 2 milliseconds away from moonwalking with Michael Jackson when he gets a notification.
Treat me like white teeth.
Like, I want you so bad.
Yeah, nah, I'm just playing. That little nigga's still ugly with less aura than Russell Wilson, but he did wake up in the hospital completely healed though. So 2 reps from the Hunters Association came to visit Jinwoo at the hospital because they think that he may have had a second reawakening. So Jinwoo's all geeked. He was like, what? A second awakening? This means I have the potential to become an A. Wait, no, S rank Hunter. So they used a manometer to measure his power and...
You're not him.
So while Jinwoo was in the hospital, he starts to get curious about this video game-like system he's been seeing after the double dungeon. He gets a daily quest of strength training, which is pretty much just a Saitama workout. Bro has to hit 100 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and run 10 kilometers. And failing to complete this all within a day would result in a penalty. So Jinwoo sees this, and he was just like, yeah, alright. And goes to sleep completely ignoring that shit. And little did he know, the system was just like, oh, you don't wanna listen? I got something for that ass. And just spawned Jinwoo in the middle of this desert. And as his penalty, he has to survive for 4 hours running from this giant centipede. Y'all can't sit here and tell me this penalty ain't OD. 4 hours is insane. See, I consider myself to be in pretty good shape, but nah. After 10 minutes of sprinting on the treadmill, my dumb ass be bent over gasping for air like these. I would have been in that bitch crashed out, running off straight adrenaline for like 15 minutes. But after that, I would have just accepted my fate and let natural selection take its course. So this event gave Jinwoo enough trauma to last a lifetime, and after barely surviving, bro was completely locked in on that training. Just started grinding levels like crazy, going on all types of solo missions, slaying monsters, and dungeon bosses. Bro legit had a whole training arc. Like that dog in him is becoming apparent. This nigga is slowly becoming him. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell y'all, he is in fact him. And I don't even know what the time skip was in between episodes, but in spawns in the new and improved Sung Jinwoo, a max prestige, a looks max and light skin who's ready to compete with the boy Gojo for the top spot. So Jinwoo was still in the hospital recovering, hitting a whole P90X workout. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing this scene for the first time made me want to drop everything and start hitting push-ups. Like, you know the feeling when you get that random urge to get your life together at 3 a.m? Yeah, I was on that type of shit. So the episode starts and the nurses are just glazing this man Jinwoo. The type of motion he having, you can't even catch this shit in 4K. This damn near Duke Dennis level. Like, I kid you not, all the little shorties in the hospital was just on his tip fiending. But of course you always got that one girl in the friend group that's gonna hate no matter what. She was just like, I don't know why y'all gassing this nigga up. He's probably mid as fuck. So she gets up and goes to Jinwoo's room to go take a look for herself. Mr. Sung, I'm here for your 1 o'clock. Oh, alright, for sure, type shit. Man, hold on, run that back. I need an instant replay. She took one look at the boy and shorty lost all composure. She was ready to ride this nigga harder than DJ Academics be riding Drake. So, you need something from me? No, I just wanted to check in on you since you're getting discharged today. Oh, cool, type shit. Oh, and can you follow me on Instagram? Huh? Wait, what you mean? Please, I want you to be my boyfriend. Oh, you know how I be. I don't run it. Yeah, I got you, shorty. We can link tonight type shit. Hey, I'm already hip. In between them training sessions, Jinwoo had to have been studying film. Straight Duke Dennis Riz compilations to put him on game. Alright, so now that Jinwoo's out the hospital, he got some real world stuff he gotta deal with. First day out when his landlord hit him up, and before he could even get his sentence out, Jinwoo was just like, my fault, OG. I know I'm late on the rent, but I've been in the hospital recently, but I'll get that to you immediately. But to my surprise, the landlord was actually a W mans. He was just like, Jinwoo, I know you've been in the hospital, so if you need a little extra time to make that payment, you smooth, don't worry about it. Man, my nigga. American landlords would never. If you 2 minutes late, them niggas will send 10 all-black Chevy Suburbans with 4 FBI agents each to your front doorstep. So OG on the phone got my stamp of approval. So Jinwoo was trying to think of ways to get his money up so he can pay rent when this group of hunters hits him up to raid this C-rank dungeon. dungeon. And to enter a dungeon on this level, you have to have a minimum of 8 hunters to meet the head count quota. Since he's E rank, in Jinwoo's contract, it says he won't be doing any fighting. So Jinwoo thinking he's smooth. He thinking these boys finna put him in a good position, no diddy, and get an easy 2 mil in the process for basically just being a glorified bag boy. But flag on the play real quick, cause I took one look at the squad leader and I immediately knew that nigga was gonna be there on nothing but bullshit. Straight young boy timing. Like bro, you cannot trust nobody smiling at you like that. So then we can introduce the side character 11D7, Jinho.
What's up, brother?
Who's a D rank hunter and is completely dripped out from head to toe. Them boys head into the dungeon and off rip, they feel like the dungeon is off since it's pitch black and the fact that they've been walking for a minute and haven't ran into any monsters. Jinwoo uses his enhanced perception to peep that the monsters are about to attack from above and the squad starts squabbling with the insects. They clear him out pretty quickly but sense something else is off when they see rod wave sized bite marks taken out of some of the ants. During this, the rest of the squad starts acting suspicious and this is when Jinwoo starts realizing he may be surrounded by ops and he not gonna be getting no money for fun. The squad heads deeper into the dungeon, finding packs of half-eaten ants along the way until they find this room filled with a ton of mana crystals. And this is when shit gets treacherous. The op behavior from dude really starting to show. So the squad estimates they have a couple billion worth of mana crystals here to mine, and they didn't expect this much. So the squad leader wants Jinwoo and Jinho to stay back while him and the rest of his crew go get mining equipment. But the only issue is, the dungeon boss is right there posted up like Shaq in the 90s. And if he wakes up, you only got a D and an E rank hunter in there to take it down, and that's damn near impossible. Like Meek Mill not trying to embarrass himself on social media. So after some arguing, the squad leader ratioed Jinho into silence and they started to leave.
Alright, I think that's far enough. Go ahead and seal off the entrance to the lair.
Whatever you say, boss. So them boys set off a huge explosion, trapping these niggas like a 50-year-old IG model with the NBA rookie. And of course, this wakes up the dungeon boss. And when I first saw this, I was just sitting there like,
Brother, what's that?
y'all, I don't think I got arachnophobia, but just know, if I ever got a box with any type of giant spider, bug, insect, whatever, I'm cooked. Them shits is OD terrifying. So Jinho's just like, Jinwoo, hurry! Get behind me! I'll protect you!
Really, nigga?
Hey, I don't even gotta speak on that. But while bro's yelling out positive affirmations trying to manifest himself into a dub, Jinwoo just got activated. And I'm not gonna lie, they should've just slapped the Super Saiyan transformation on this nigga, cause Jinwoo became the literal definition of aura. Bro, as soon as Jinwoo started hitting poses like this, you knew he had no other option but to cook. And Jinho's just watching all this go down in shock. Shit, I would be too. If I saw an alleged E rank moving like this, I would've been looking at him like he was the Messiah or something. Like,
Listen, I gave.
so Jinwoo was just straight up blitzing the spider boss, but he can't do any real damage because of its armor. He struggles for a minute until he pulls out the Kasaka dagger he got from fighting the snake boss in the instance dungeon. The dagger has both paralysis and drain abilities, so Jinwoo ended up using the spider's eyes as a weak spot and took it down from there. Bro was just standing there even more terrified than he was before. He saw Jinwoo was on that type of timing, got scared, and wasn't trying to lose his life, so he instantly got to glazing. Then the original squad pulls up, surprised to see that they survived, and this is when the real fight begins. Them boys got to creeping up on Jinwoo and his boy like a predator to prey, none but evil intentions. Then one of the casters snuck Jinwoo, launching him into the wall, and Jinwoo over there on 1 HP looking like he finna be out for the count, but this is when his system tells Jinwoo to lock in.
Tweak out, 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 tweak out.
He gets up, and this nigga's aura is literally radiating from his body.
You know y'all boys fucked up, right?
Hey boss, get a load of the E rank. You've forgotten your place. So let me give you a reality check. You won't beat us. You're literally the weakest hunter of all time.
That's one down.
Bro, Jinwoo boomed this man in one foul swoop, and he didn't even see the dagger. And after that, the rest is history, cause this man proceeded to cook up the most elegant 6-course meal I have ever seen. So after seeing his boy get packed, man's right here pulled out a crossbow with a switch, but that wasn't shit to Jinwoo. This man just swatted away all the arrows, then blood hit an instant transmission, boomed this NPC and his boy, one-shotting him, so that's half the squad down, packed the archer in the next second, and hey, this POV shot right here is terrifying. Bro hit a, now you see me, now you don't, dumbass, boom, run your life. And now it's just Jinwoo and the squad leader. And this man is suffering from a mean case of main character syndrome, cause he think he's special. He started hitting his power up to reinforce his body to make it hard to steal. Whole time Jinwoo was just calm as can be, like,
Light work, no reaction.
You damn E rank, die!
maybe you didn't hear me the first time. You know you and your boys fucked up, right?
This nigga gon' die.
I said it once, and I'ma say it again. Palming somebody's face is OD disrespectful. Jinwoo must have peeped the MASH video and was like, oh yeah, I'm on that type of timing too. Yeah. What happened?
He lied. There's no way in hell he's an E rank. Wait. Even a monster like you has to have a heart. Show mercy and spare my life. I'll pay you whatever you want.
Mercy?
Yes, mercy. Not only for me, but for yourself. You'll never get away with it if you kill me here. Do you know who my brother is?
What happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. Isn't that what you told me? And unfortunately for you, I'm fresh out of mercy.
Oh my god.
Y'all, Jinwoo cooked. Boy was really on his T Grizzly and did that shit with no effort and hit these boys with the most devious reverse jumping. This man is literally aura personified and he only getting stronger, so we definitely gonna have to tap back in on solo leveling. Alright y'all, so I looked and it's been almost 4 months since I even touched solo leveling on the channel, so this video is long overdue. So the last time we even saw Jinwoo, he was a D1 level 3 NPC loser of a main character with no hoes, no riz, no life, no talent, no fighting skills, less motion in a ring camera at 3 AM, who despite all that, still managed to have more aura than Neon and Lacey combined.
Yeah, so can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I beat my dick to you right before I got on here, so I didn't get hard on the date.
What did you say, nigga?
But I'ma just let y'all know now, them days are over, cause this was before Jinwoo had his glow up, receiving a huge power boost and ascending into the upper echelon of light skin, into the ultimate looks maxing, max prestige light skin heaven with the rest of his fellow comrades. But he's no longer Sung Jinwoo. That was when he was a lame, that was in the past. Now he's transformed and taken on the mantle of the master manipulator, Mr. Bad Bitch Getter and the nigga that'll make your girl wetter, Sung Drip Woo.
Type shit.
And y'all know the drill at this point. We gotta see what type of treacherous activities the boy Sung Drip Woo is getting into, cause this man absolutely obliterated a B-rank assassin. So let's get into it.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Alright, so we pick up right where we left off outside the gate after Jinwoo packed these 6 idiots for coming at him crazy in a C-rank dungeon. And it's clear that the boy is suffering from a mean case of PCC, post-Crashout clarity. It's just like post-nut clarity before you get it off. You think you finna hit this absolute 12 out of 10 baddie, just for you to come to the realization after that the Casamigos for the free coast had your eyesight doing the Tuesday slide. And now you're waking up the next morning in bed right beside some 2 out of 10 behemoth of a woman, sitting on the edge rethinking all of your life choices like, why the fuck did I do that? This ain't never happened to me though. Y'all ain't finna catch me lacking. I keep my bad bitch heartbeat sensor on me at all times. Y'all boys be safe though. But anyways, Jinwoo's just in his head thinking, shit, I don't know if I should have tweaked out on them boys like that, bruh. Those were actual people, not monsters. I'm a killer. I just caught 6 bodies. I can't do that again. No, it was necessary. They threatened my life. I gotta remember, I'm doing this for my family. I'll catch as many bodies as Tiana Trump if I have to. So some time passes and Jinwoo was surprised when he gets this call from Jinho saying he wants to link up at this cafe. They get to chopping it up a little bit and we find out the reason that Jinho wanted to link was because he's trying to recruit Jinwoo to go on 19 more raids with him so he can meet the minimum requirements to become a guild master. So to try to convince him to join up, Jinho doesn't offer this man anything like a signing bonus or money up front or nothing like that. He said, nah, we're not doing this traditionally, and offers this nigga a whole building. And that building is worth 30 billion yen. And y'all, I did the conversion. 30 billion yen? That's a little over 207 million USD. That's crazy. I'm crying. This like Mike ass scenario. Bro saw Jinwoo in the field one time and immediately tried getting this nigga on the team by offering him a super max. See, I can respect that though. This tells me that Jinho got elite ball knowledge, a D1 scout. But hey, a nigga like me, if you throw over 200 M's on the table, I'm jumping at the opportunity. All I gotta do is read through the contract and make sure you're not trying to finesse, and we green. But Jinwoo knows he's ascended. He knows he's that guy and wasn't going for that at all. So he was just like,
nah, I'ma do my own thing.
I'm just saying you could do better.
So one day while doing his daily strength training quest, Jinwoo finds out that the system still tracks his stats even after going over the set amount. So he maxes out each category and this leveled up his daily quest to a secret quest where he got the reward of a blessed loot box. And out of it spawns the Demon Castle's key, a key to an S-rank dungeon where the reward for clearing it is the elixir of life, a magic potion that's a literal cheat code because it can cure any physical, magical, or mental illness, like believing Kendrick's a better rapper than Drake.
Stupid.
So Jinwoo jumped at this opportunity because if y'all forgot, since episode 1, this man's mom has been in a hospital on 1 HP being a life support merchant. One bad cough away from hitting high notes with Whitney Houston. And the doctors have legit tried everything to fix it. Had her drink a chug jug, pop a mini, put on a med kit, throw on some chug splashes. Even when her 1v1s in the gulag ain't work. Literally nothing's curing her eternal sleep disease. But bro, I promise you, all the doctors had to do was go in the room and start playing Madam Web. On my life, she'll wake up out of that coma in milliseconds just to go turn that shit off. But instead, her body just wants to be stubborn and reject all forms of modern medicine. Like, honestly, her body's being more stubborn than that one old head at the barbershop that still believes MJ's the GOAT. I swear, Michael Jordan would do something like this and unks across the globe would glaze this man to the ends of earth, proclaiming the second coming of Jesus. Like, bro, it's 2024. We got LA fitness hoopers doing this exact same thing with ease at 2 p.m. on a random Tuesday afternoon. This is not special. And before anybody asks, yes, I'm hating. I don't care. LeBron is my undisputed GOAT. Argue with your mama. But anyways, Jinwoo enters the S-rank dungeon where he's greeted by its gatekeeper, this 3-headed primordial flaming demon dog. And long story short, Jinwoo got his guts rearranged worse than a sorority girl on campus during welcome week.
You are not him.
Embarrassing.
And even though he eventually ended up taking out the demon dog after it got him down to 100 HP, Jinwoo realized that if he stepped foot in that castle, his time on this earth was gonna be shorter than Jonathan Major's career as Kang in the MCU. So Brody decides he's just gonna focus on leveling up and spin the block later. So in order to get stronger, Jinwoo decides to take up Jinho on his offer to clear 19 dungeons. But that's not till later on, so in the meantime, he decided to take on this quest to clear a D-rank gate after getting the notification. And on the way there, he ends up running into the OG that was cool as hell during the first double dungeon raid. And then when they actually pull up to the site, they find out that a total of 5 of the 6 survivors from that first raid were also sent the notification to clear this dungeon too. And Jinwoo already hip. Just like Amaranth's room after finishing a 24-hour hot tub stream, something smells fishy.
Somebody smell like shit.
And on top of that, the Hundreds Association sent the 3 Diddy disciples, Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber, to tag along with their group for the day so they could roleplay as substitute hunters. And these boys are convicted felons looking to reduce their sentences by successfully completing dungeon raids under the supervision of B-rank hunter Kang Taishik, one of the good guys. So the gang heads into the dungeon, and since it's D-rank, they're getting through with relative ease. So they keep going deeper inside until they come to a stopping point where the path splits 3 ways. Jinwoo Unk and his absolute baddie decides to take the path on the left after Jinwoo uses enhanced perception to figure out the boss is down that way. These 2 NPCs take the middle, and Taishik's leading the prisoners down the path on the right. But hold on. Y'all saw what I saw, right? Get an instant replay on that. This man is just staring down Sung Drip Woo, and as he's walking away, he proceeds to hit the most devious side-eye smirk.
This nigga is crazy.
So everybody goes their separate ways to handle their business. And as the prisoners are clearing out the monsters on their path, we get a little mini backstory about Taishik. And it turns out these 3 prisoners are not there by coincidence. They were handpicked by Taishik because they brutally assaulted this man's daughter, causing her to unalive herself. So as revenge, the father hired Taishik as an assassin to take him out in the dungeon while making it look like an accident. And y'all, real quick, just level with me. Initially, this may come off as one of them officer of the law has to work outside the law to provide true justice, right? But nah, Taishik don't give a fuck about none of that. This nigga is the living embodiment of
Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day, but really, nigga, I just like to fight.
So he gets this evil look in his eye and immediately off-screens 2 of these boys with the quickness. Might as well call him Bill Cosby the way he put these niggas to sleep. And then he just gave the 3rd Diddy disciple uppies, dangling this man in the air like a child, talking his shit while choking the life out of this man. So the 2 NPCs from earlier end up running into Taishik as he's doing this because their paths were connected. Hey, the hell's going on here? I guess the paths were connected. Oops, you weren't supposed to see this.
No.
Slight change of plans then. Looks like I'll be adding 2 more corpses to my incident report.
Oh, great heavens!
What was that? We gotta go now! One scream and Jinwoo and the gang dart over to see what's going on, only to find the 3 prisoners packed with this one's head social distance from the rest of his body, the 1 NPC from earlier doing his best Black Widow impression, and Dog over here is passed out on the wall after getting sliced with 1,000,000 daggers from hell, clinging on for dear life. And Girly tries healing him, but she's too late. Bro's already in the afterlife toe tapping with Michael Jackson. And bruh, look at this dude. Blood must think he Batman. Like, this is not Arkham City, gang. Relax. So this man just speed blitzes Jinwoo and company trying to take Shorty's head off, but Jinwoo was able to counter right before his blade hit. Oh, so you're a fast one, huh? Thought I'd save myself the trouble and take out the healer first. Doesn't matter. I'll get to it soon enough, cause regardless, I'm finna beat the fuck out of everybody in here.
Yeah,
Man, Taishik lucky I wasn't in that dungeon with him. Cause y'all would've thought it was an owl in that hole away. I would've been screaming who. But anyways, Jinwoo calls the ISO getting ready to squabble cause he knows compared to him, this nigga's a Costco sample, free eats. But before he can, Unk stops him and says he'll check in instead cause he doesn't know Jinwoo's secret yet. And then it said he's still in E rank. So he takes up a sword and gets a power buff from Shorty, making him go Super Saiyan. Power buff or not, do you really think I'd lose to a washed up version of Hansel Emmanuel? Give it up, Gramps. You should have quit hunting a long time ago. You could have had an easy life, going to bingo night with the other geezers and collecting social security checks from the first. But instead, you'll die.
I may not be as young as I used to, sonny boy, but trust, it's the reason I've survived for as long as I have.
So Unk and the assassin start going at it, trading blows. But off rip, it's clear. Unk winning this fight is like the Cowboys performing well in the playoffs. It's not happening. Broden turned into Kilo with trolling Huncho with after images. Got this man hitting Rudy Gobert at the free throw, straight air. So Unk is doing his best, but he's barely keeping up. And I'm not gonna lie, Shorty throwing the heels mid-fight is coming in clutch. So Taishik darts at her trying to take her out the game, but gets countered by Unk. But that was way too close for comfort, cause Shorty is terrified. She out there looking like me when I gotta walk past a group of baddies in public, folding under pressure. Hey, I'm sorry, but that calculator app is coming out 10 times out of 10, cause I'm not making eye contact with a single one of them. I'm scared. Game is game. So with her out the way, Taishik just gets to slicing and dicing Unk. Got this man on his knees like Violet Myers. Then walks up on dude, full on preparing to send him back to the lobby, but before he can,
PK fire!
and just look at Unk's face, bro. Even he can't believe he clutched up. He had absolutely zero faith in himself, and for good reason. Me personally, I'd have more faith in Ray not selling on the 2-man.
Whoa, did that bullshit actually work?
But we all knew it wasn't. Taishik saw that attack and was just like,
really, nigga?
and just popped up out of the smoke, toying with Unk, refusing to finish him in one blow, just like Tyreek Hill refuses to wear a condom.
Oh, fuck.
Night, night, Gramps. Riz breathing, fourth form, unspoken. Hey, that wasn't very mindful, cutesy, or demure of you. The fuck are you? Demure? What does that even mean? This guy doesn't know. That tells me this nigga doesn't pull any bad bitches. Who are you again? You don't know. I'm Sung Drip Woo, E-rank hunter, and master of all 4 bad bitches. God damn, they just let anybody be hunters these days. Whatever, it doesn't matter who you are. I'll kill you just as easily as the rest. So after Jinwoo swooped in to save Unk's whole career like he just hand-delivered this man a Drake feature, Taishik sent the house to full-on speed boost him. But Jinwoo was making it known off-rip that this new power wasn't just for show and that he's really like that. So these boys should start exchanging blows and get to moving so fast that all you can see is streets. And as of right now, they're both evenly matched, and Taishik realizes this. So like that one baby-ass kid in the sandbox, he just throws dirt in Jinwoo's eyes so he can get in a couple free licks and charges up his aura. But Jinwoo's just like, oh, you trying to go aura for aura? Bet. And just starts showing out, doing the absolute most like a true light skin. Huh? Yo, Teemu Sasuke, could you try being a little less ass? See, even the systems notice, and at this rate, you'll make it too easy for me. I'm not trying to embarrass you like that in front of the hoes. Huh? The system? What's he talking about? But we should have known Jinwoo was lying his ass off just now. Rule number 1, never trust a light-skinned nigga when there are females around. Jinwoo was more capped out than LeBron when he brings a book to a press conference. Cause he was 100% trying to do this nigga dirty in front of the hoes. He ain't even get Taishik a chance to plan out his next move. This man just started warming up like Goku and kicked his speed into a whole nother gear. Just slashing this nigga while infecting him with poison, and then just started spamming light attack. And Taishik realizes that this new level Jinwoo hit ain't good for him at all. He knows that if he don't do something quick, he gonna end up getting exposed worse than overtime Megan. So this is when Taishik starts digging into the deepest, darkest part of his ass crack to pull out his stealth skill and goes, he's a phantom. And for a minute, he's up. This man got to cooking Jinwoo to the point he felt so confident he released his stealth form. Aww, what's wrong? Not so tough now, are we? You really think you're capable of dodging my next attack with that injured leg? I don't think so. My stealth form is too— Hey, can you shut up already? If you haven't noticed, your creepy ass is scaring away the hoes. Full recovery. And this instantly put Jinwoo back at 100 health and shields, and this has Taishik shook. So he goes back in stealth mode and starts attacking, but Jinwoo's just like,
Light work, no reaction.
and is hitting these God of War perfect parries to counter every attack with literally 0 effort. Hey nah, that's plus 5,000 aura, easy. And from there, it was GG's, bro. Taishik was cooked. With the ace up his sleeve nullified, it wasn't nothing he can do. So out of nowhere, Jinwoo turns into Itachi, activating the Mangekyo Sharingan, trapping Taishik in a Genjutsu. Riz breathing, 8th form, Duke Dennis. Oh my god, Jinwoo, you saved us again! Thank you! Type shit. So just like that, Jinwoo sent the B-rank assassin to go play GTA with King Von. But even after that, he wasn't done. Right after, this man just walked off nonchalant as hell and went to take out the dungeon boss by himself. Yeah, nah, see, that's my confirmation. Jinwoo's the type of friend that you do not want to take on a 2-man with you. Cause there's a 1000% chance he finna start doing too much and try to show out the second any female is in the vicinity. Like, am I crazy? Or didn't Kaisenat teach us what happens when you try to show out when girls get around? Alright y'all, so I know it's been a minute since I've covered solo leveling on the channel, and I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I low-key forgot about it. Cause how long has it been? Oh my god! But hey, it's no secret, the new solo leveling movie dropped in theaters early in December, and originally, I wasn't even gonna go see it, cause I just heard it was a recap of season 1 and the first couple episodes of season 2. But one of my boys invited me to the movie theater one weekend, and I was just like, you know what? Might as well. And bro, I'm glad I went, cause I forgot how cold this shit really is. Sung Jin-woo is a whole different animal now, and I'm not gonna lie, if he keep this up, he gonna be top 5, shit, maybe even top 3. Season 2 is straight gas, and trust, I'ma cover it when it officially drops. But the movie reminded me of one of the most legendary fades we've seen in the show so far, where this certified demon, Igris the Bloodred, was absolutely mixing our boy Sung Drip-woo until he crashed out and literally ascended to another level. So with season 2 right around the corner, I thought now would be the perfect time for me to cover this absolute masterclass of a fight. So let's get into it.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Shinra Tensei.
Alright, so we pick up right where we left off with Jinwoo and the gang outside the gate after he full boxed and 200 pumped Kang Taishik. Unk and Shorty agree to keep Jinwoo secret since he just saved both of their lives, so that problem solved. But Jinwoo can't even relax for a second, cause he still needs to level up and get stronger if he's gonna clear the demon castle, an S-rank instance dungeon, so he can get the elixir of life to cure his mom's terminal illness. And on top of that, he gonna need to watch his back too, cause S-rank hunter Dong-Soo Wang is trying to get it back in blood for the death of his older brother. So to level up, he starts taking on the C-rank dungeon raids with Jin-Ho, clearing them boys with relative ease and upgrading his skills in the process. Until one day after a raid, he hit the required level for the system to give him this mysterious job change quest. So Jinwoo heads to the outskirts of the city to this empty forest and accepts the quest. And as soon as he steps foot in the dungeon, the system immediately nerfs his ass, taking away his access to potions, the store, any type of stats recovery, and it traps Jinwoo, not allowing him to leave unless the dungeon's cleared. And as Jinwoo's complaining about all the debuffs he just received, in spawns a literal bot, NPC 7011 face ass, trying his hardest to make that motherfucker look vicious, sword in hand with full body armor. And Jinwoo wasn't trying to play no games, so he just channeled his inner YN and upped the pole on his ass. Straight up Z-burst dashing directly through this man's upper torso, but that shit hit his hardest to Miss Marvel TV show. Quick, without looking, tell me the main villain in the plot of season 1.
Damn. Him,
See? You can't! I knew it! I knew it! Y'all, I promise you, that shit was like putting a Meg Thee Stallion twerk video on my screen. Straight ass. But anyways, the NPC hits his own speed dash towards Jinwoo, trying to send this nigga to the gulag with his overhead slash followed by a side swipe. But Jinwoo immediately countered and dodged, darting right back in, attempting to get his man the Forbidden Glory hole with this impaling thrust. But that shit did 0 damage too. And then Timu Sir Arthur must have been playing Polo G's most recent album or something, cause he ain't do nothing but miss. So since his attacks weren't working, Jinwoo put his blade away and then proceeded to whip this man in two with his bare hands. just leaving him to bleed out on the pavement. And he couldn't even get a second to catch his breath, cause right after he packed up, bro, he sees 4 more of these idiots and spawned in right behind him. So General just gets to go crazy, just running through, catching bodies left and right with more and more enemies spawning in by the second. And in the process, he's running into a bunch of different enemy types too, like assassins, archers, mages, so he gotta be on his toes at all times. This goes on for a minute, but he eventually clears them all out, picks up some armor and heals, and then heads for this huge menacing door, where inside he was greeted by Igris the Bloodred, who was probably just posted up twiddling his Peter Whacker, scrolling on TikTok and playing Clash of Clans before this. I don't know. But what I do know is that Jeju got hit square in the face with this man's aura as soon as he opened the door. So you already know, he's tough. One look at Jinwoo's face and you can tell he already knows that shit done just got more serious than the food poisoning and chronic diarrhea you get from eating the 10 for $1 nuggets at Burger King. Like Burger King, you not slick, gang. Like we actually believe that's chicken. You order some of they chicken nuggets and take 1 bite. Little did you know, whole time you was eating straight deer knuckles and squirrel badussi. But anyways, Igris wasted no time. Tapped into the motherfucking speed force and darted right at Jinwoo, going at this man's neck like a lumberjack with a slash that would have had him sitting front row at a Juice WRLD concert if he ain't dodged. And then with a follow-up slash, Igris then gave this man uppy, sending Jinwoo tumbling through the air like an Olympic gymnast. And just like he was playing some Madden, Jinwoo got blitzed. Igris immediately got in his Demon Slayer bag like aura breathing, 3rd form, band for band, sending 1,000,000 slashes per millisecond at Jinwoo, turning that stone wall into nothing but pebbles and sawdust. Then Igris proceeds to put Jinwoo in quick time event after quick time event, where if he hits one wrong button, he finna be opening his eyes to see Kobe courtside dropping 81 at the Staples Center. And just look at this man, bro, just aura farming like he's Sasuke. Like, we see you, bro, we see you. I can't stand y'all niggas, bro. Dudes really be out here max prestige on Aura Farming Simulator 25 like we care. Bro, go get a job. Igris knows he could have ended this fight 20 seconds ago, but instead he wanna post up like prime Tim Duncan hitting power poses being a capital D for dickhead. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, this low-key hard. Plus 10,000 aura. So after a while, Jinwoo gets tired of getting knocked around like the school thought and decides to go on the offensive. He straight up dashes at Igris, just swinging like a madman. But that shit just ended up missing worse than the 20-leg parlay your homeboy swore to God was gonna be a guaranteed hit. So just for funsies, Igris lets Jinwoo hit him directly in the core, just for that shit to hit as hard as a marshmallow cream puff. So Igris counters with an overhead slash, going for nothing but head like Beavis.
What?
Sorry, I had to. But anyways, Jinwoo gets tossed across the room like a ragdoll and realizes it's a long shot he finna be able to win a head-to-head fight against a master swordsman. So he sheathes his blade and he was just like, alright, that's how you wanna play it? Let's switch it up then. Let's throw hands. I'm crying. Bro basically gave us the anime equivalent of
come to the street, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass.
And Igris was just standing there like,
Serious?
but Igris do not got no type of hole in him at all, cause Mans immediately threw down his swords and said, do not get the little sword shit twisted, twin. I'll still switch your ass down. What you thought that was? I've been waiting to scratch one of y'all young niggas for a minute.
And his name is John C.
And hold on, y'all, we gotta run that back, cause that happened way too fast. Igris and Jinwoo was on opposite ends of the room, but Igris flash stepped over to cover the distance in less than a nanosecond. And bro must have thought he was playing COD Zombies or something, cause this man pack-a-punched this nigga Jinwoo into the next hemisphere. Rib cage shattered, and his internal organs gotta be looking like a BBL on the inside, straight jelly. And you would think this was it, but Igris was nowhere near done. He yeeted Jinwoo across the room into this wall, then comboed a Naruto run into this Gervonta Davis straight left that Jeju ended up blocking. But y'all, they don't call this man Igris walk him down for no reason, cause bro channeled his inner Jotaro, hitting Jeju with this endless barrage of earth-shattering star platinum aura punches. And it's not looking too good for the boy, cause he's taking crazy damage without dealing any to his opponent. So Jeju decides that since he can't beat him with brute strength, he wanted to beat him with speed and activates his level 2 dash skill, running circles around Igris like Sonic, bouncing off walls and sending out a barrage of attacks. But y'all boys, word to RDC, Igris is Weave Nation certified, dodging with malicious intent until he decided to counter with his leg sweep like,
Ooh, got his ass.
and was on Jinwoo's ass like white on rice, bouncing on the concrete like a basketball. But Jinwoo wasn't giving up no time soon. Like a man possessed, he got right back in the mix, straight up button mashing his attack. But Igris must work at IKEA or something, cause this man legit had a counter for everything. And this goes on for a minute until Jinwoo was able to land a clean kick to the neck. And my God, when I tell you something inside of Igris snapped, I'm not joking. Just take one look at Jinwoo's face. Even he knew he fucked up. Igris just got to going ballistic, literally juggling Jinwoo, a grown man, like he's a clown in the circus, bouncing him off the concrete, throwing him, got him stun locked in the most devious combo of all time. Like, bro, he's dragging his face through a stone wall. Oh my God, have mercy. This man is literally doing the most like Zoe Spencer and Kaisenat and Duke Dennis streams. But anyways, I just know on the inside of that helmet, Igris is hitting the meanest Tony Stark smirk like, hey Jarvis,
At your service, sir.
I'm mixing the fuck out this nigga. Clip that.
As you wish.
Hey chat, for 10 gifted, I'll toss this man's body around like I'm playing hacky sack. Y'all think I can do it, chat? Who got 10 gifted for me? Who got 10 gifted? On my mama, I'll do it right now. Yo, bend over 69 with the 10 gifted. Chat, can I get a Drake
W's in the shot.
for bend over 69? Show my boy some love. Yo, this combo by Igris was treacherous. I had to run it back. Left, right, high heavy, stupid. Get your ass out of my sight. Then he walked his ass down like Enely Chopper, took high ground, then sends a piercing kick right to his spleen. Then gets in his TikTok bag like,
Post me, baby.
Hey, baddies, pose for me.
bro had the nerve, the audacity, the gall to legit hit pause and take a selfie for the gram mid-fight. And I'm not gonna lie, if I saw this on my timeline, it's definitely getting a silent like for me. But I can't have y'all seeing me publicly disrespecting my boy Sung Drip Woo like that, so silent double tap. But anyways, Igris hits resume on the fight just to hit Jinwoo with this SpongeBob bring it around town ass attack into a throw and a Z-burst dash smash attack before dragging Jinwoo's face through the wall the same way Twitter's been dragging Shamik Moore for lying about bagging Laura Harrier. Then he channels his inner Lamar Jackson and throws an absolute dot, just sitting Jinwoo down at the empty throne. And as he's walking up to Jinwoo, Igris just looks down at him in utter disgust. The way Igris was looking at him, you think Jinwoo stole his girl or murked one of his family members or something, but no, these boys are strangers. This really had me reconsidering life. I was just sitting there watching this like,
Man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
So with Jinwoo seemingly down for the count, Igris summons his sword like Mjolnir, gearing up to deliver the final blow.
Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
No. I haven't lost yet!
Cornered like a wild animal, Jinwoo became a top-tier Crashout. He got on his Kratos type of timing and activated God of War Spartan Rage, blocking Igris' attack with his bare hands before pushing him away, spawning a blick from thin air, then stabbing Igris through the eye, making bro twins with Patchy the Pirate. And at this point, Jinwoo was blinded by rage and aggression because he's doing whatever the fuck. Straight up tackling Igris. And Jinwoo may just be doing whatever, but it's no denying the fact that this man is cooking. Matter of fact, you could say he's cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya.
Raw, next question.
But anyways, Jinwoo's repeatedly stabbing Igris with this dagger over and over and over. And it got to a point where it was just like,
there's no way out of this one. You're done.
Like, bro, it was game over. Igris was cooked. Like, they ain't even bother animating this portion right here. It was just straight impact frame.
Goodbye, my nigga. Back to the lobby.
So after straight up decimating Igris, the system rewards Jinwoo with a couple items. But he finds it weird that this teleportation stone doesn't go straight into his inventory, and the fact that the gate hasn't closed despite him beating the boss.
Wait, no. Don't tell me this isn't over yet. Huh?
Out of nowhere, portals begin to spawn everywhere, surrounding Jinwoo, and the system reveals that this is the actual beginning to the job change quest and put 2 words up on the board: good luck. Meaning Jinwoo hasn't even seen nothing yet and got a whole nother challenge on his hands. But alright, what's good, y'all? Peak Leveling is back and better than ever, shattering its own Crunchyroll record for the most liked premiere episode on the platform. And trust, I'm gonna be covering any and all treacherous activities going on in season 2, but it wouldn't be right for me not to finish up season 1 real quick. So like I said in the last vid, we going And I know, when I said that, a lot of y'all was probably just looking at y'all screens going like,
really, Huncho? You're gonna drop again that soon? With that upload schedule? Sure, buddy.
And I'm not gonna lie, normally y'all would be right, but here's my response to that. You know, it's a damn shame that uploading consistently on the channel is a flex now. I gotta do better, bruh. But anyways, I'm not gonna waste no more time. We gotta see how Sung Jinwoo became the S tier aura farming Shadow Monarch. So let's get into it.
I got royalty inside my DNA.
Alright, so the scene starts off with Jinwoo getting surrounded by hella Doctor Strange portals, with more and more ops flooding in by the second. Flooding in the same way niggas be flooding into a girl's DMs as soon as she takes her boyfriend's ad out her bio. It's me, I'm niggas. Type shit. And low-key, Jinwoo's panicking internally because the system just plastered a ton of information on the screen and started a timer that's counting up. And from the looks of things, it's clear that these boys have no intention of giving Jinwoo the fate of a one-on-one. So if he's not careful, he gonna end up looking like,
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Like that.
Jinwoo just starts looking around, realizing he may have accidentally queued up for solo squads, surveying everybody like,
What the fuck is this, a 20v1?
so Jinwoo and them boys should start getting busy. But it's no good because even though he's winning his ones, wiping out these NPCs, the portals just keep puking out more ops, keeping Jinwoo from making any real progress. So Jinwoo starts to think that since there's a timer there, the whole point of this job change quest is to see how long he can last. So he just hits one of these. Popping the stealth skill that he got from his fight with Kang Taishi. But that shit lasted for all of
4 fucking seconds!
or about as long as me if I ever got a chance with Lotto. Cause bro right here is a cream of the crop, certified top tier hater. Cause as soon as he lost sight of Jinwoo, man's basically popped the advanced UAV, activating the motherfucking all-seeing Aya Agamotto like,
What's good, nigga?
Oh, fuck. Revealing Jinwoo's location. And the NPCs was on a Aaron Glenn Detroit Lions type of timing because they sent the all-out blitz. So Jinwoo dodges, activating his Mangekyo Sharingan, freezing these idiots mid-air, then lets out a flurry of punches to clear out some space in the middle of the room.
Alright then, no stealth or murderous intent. How many nerves is the system gonna give me?
And even though Jinwoo's doing the smart thing by weighing his options and assessing the situation, he spent 1 second too long trying to come up with a plan. Cause this gave bro right here just enough time to sneak up behind him and hit him with the most diabolical unconsensual backshot of all time, slashing Jinwoo from behind, destroying the drip in the process. So you already know, Jinwoo had to retaliate by kicking the sonic rings out his ass, making sure bro would be drinking through a straw and parking in handicap spots for the rest of his life. So Jinwoo looks up at the clock, realizing only 5 minutes have passed, and comes to the realization that if he stays any longer, he gonna be more washed than 2025 Klay Thompson. So he already knew it was time for him to whip it out. Jinwoo grabs the teleportation stone so he can blue skidoo, we cancel his ass up out of there. But before he can,
Did you pray today?
no! Blood literally spawns out of thin air, sledgehammer in hand, dashing at Jinwoo and absolutely obliterates Jinwoo's right arm, making him lose the teleportation stone in a sea of bodies. So now, Jinwoo has no choice. He gotta be the type of nigga to stand on business, nigga. One-man army against 50,000. But it ain't gonna be that easy, cause we immediately cut over and see Jinwoo getting passed around like the school thought, with these NPCs literally coming in waves, taking turns putting belt to ass on bruh. And Jinwoo realizes how dire of a situation he's in, but luckily, we already took this man's x-rays, so we know Jinwoo got that dog in him. His only options was to beat everybody or die trying. So as another wave rushes in to attack, Jinwoo dives in head first and just gets to going ballistic, catching bodies left and right. And I already know, Lily Phillips was probably somewhere holding her breath, praying to the sweet Lord Jesus that her record of catching 100 bodies on one day wouldn't get broke. Hey, quick side note, I only heard about this because the interview clips of old girl crying kept popping up on TikTok and Twitter, but anybody that participated, watched, or endorsed this shit? But anyway, Jinwoo was still going crazy out there, but he's running on fumes because his mana and HP are all but drained. But despite that, he's still on his R. Kelly type timing because he said,
I'm fighting for my life, y'all killing me with this.
And it's gotten to the point where Jinwoo has literally beaten his knuckles to the bone. The skin is completely ripped off them motherfuckers and blood is everywhere, but Mans refuses to quit. But his body's giving up on him fast and he's fading, with his eyesight getting blurrier and blurrier by the second, like he just took a sip of an open drink that he left unattended at the Diddy party. But just as he's about to be down for the count, the system starts gaslighting, revealing his inner demons, manifesting evil versions of Unk and Shorty, calling them worthless, weak, all of the above, all while the NPCs are still just ruthlessly beating on him. Then all of a sudden,
you deserve this.
Now, why would an E-rank hunter go do something as stupidly dangerous as this?
I know, you were at the bottom, not worth a damn. A fucking pissant. But even I'll admit, you've come so far. That should have been enough.
Don't you think, Jinwoo? Kinda hard to believe this is me. I mean, look at you. Taller, more muscular.
You look strong.
But I guess it's just your appearance that's changed.
Dig deeper and you're still weak.
Hell, you're right at death's door. E-rank hunter, Sung Jinwoo. That's all you'll ever be. A worthless dreamer who never learned his place.
Shut your goddamn mouth!
Hi.
So fucking pathetic. And you'll have nothing to blame for your death but your own worthless, fragile ego.
Yo, the system literally has Jinwoo in the trenches, face down, drowning in a pool of his own blood, while the reincarnation of his evil self is just gaslighting the fuck out of him. And just as one of these NPCs is preparing to set Jinwoo 6 feet under like she's social distancing, he gets a notification from the system. And it says that since he failed to complete his daily strength training quest, as punishment, he's getting transferred to the penalty zone. And just like earlier in the season, this takes Jinwoo to this barren desert where he has to survive for 4 hours. But y'all, just look at the smirk on this nigga's face. Bro knows he just got the freest get out of jail free card of all time. His bailout badge on 2K gotta be on Hall of Fame. And the first thing this man does is open the motherfucking item shop to purchase the Big Pot Slurp Juice Med Kit combo. And Jinwoo just starts popping them boys like perks to restore his fatigue meter. But since his HP is so low, the potions can't restore his HP or heal his wounds. So he's either gonna have to wait for him to heal naturally or level up. And luckily for Jinwoo, 5 of these idiots can just spawn from the same. And off rip, he knows that these boys is free eats, was just looking at him like
chicken wings, fried catfish, yams, collard greens, mac and cheese.
But if this was earlier in the season and Jeju was still a weakling, this shit would have been harder than trying to get a baddie's number in public while her Hall of Fame plate cleaner of a friend is around. Bro, why is the fridge always trying to protect the snacks? But a nigga like me, I'm a seasoned pro in these situations. If I see her big back friend trying to blitz off the edge, trying to apply pressure, I'm shutting all that down. Finna audible into max protect immediately like,
blue 42, green 18, yo, here we go. Hey, kill, kill, kill. Omaha, turbo set.
But anyways, Jinwoo locks in, straight up blitzing the giant desert centipedes.
There's no way I'm letting that bastard get away with this. Till next time, he said. Meaning,
if I live long enough, I'll see him again. Any pain I go through, any suffering I endure, if it doesn't kill me, it'll make me stronger.
Jinwoo ended up making short work of all his ops, legit caught enough bodies to have max score streaks, and in the process, he was able to gain enough XP to level up, healing his wounds. And he was even able to cop a new dagger and an ability called Ruler's Hand, making him go Super Saiyan. So just like that, Jinwoo's ready to get back in the mix and is prepared for round 2.
Hey, did you miss me?
Off rip, this new dagger Jeju got is proven its worth immediately. Word to Igris, he was able to switch these two lame ass niggas with no effort. And as he continues to fight, Jeju peeps that the only ones attacking him are knights, even though mages are in there casting spells. So he ends up realizing that they're the ones responsible for the portals that are spawning in the endless waves of enemies. So like he don't fuck with Walmart, Jeju knows that they the ones he gotta target. So Jeju steps on bro's back like he's playing leapfrog, takes high ground and says, "Green fuck nigga," just launching his dagger through his torso. Got bro out there looking like a Spotto off Bleach. Dog definitely had a coldest Grimjow cosplay, and as soon as he took out this mage, a bunch of the soldiers became completely useless. So Jeju just gets to teeing up, targeting the other 5 mages in the room using his dash skills, stealth, and murderous intent. And oh my god, this Ruler's Hand ability is clean. With it, Jeju literally said,
"Enough of this! Get over here!
Grabbing this man by the neck, using his body as a whip to take out countless NPCs before dragging him in close and slicing his body in two. And the 3 remaining mages saw this and it was just like, oh hell nah, twin, this nigga tough. And used a boosted combo ability to summon this giant golem. And the golem pulled up on straight demon timing, cause he immediately came in with this left jab. But Jeju said, nah, you is not Igris, gang. That's way too slow. And weaves out the way, then scales the height of the golem's body to deliver a blow that did 0 damage. So he just slashes the chandelier hanging from the ceiling, dropping it on his head to keep him occupied. Cause he knew instead of trying to focus on Big Dog, it was time for him to swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. To the mages who posed the actual threat in this situation. And straight up one-shots these boys. 200 pumps sent them right back to the lobby. But Jeju wouldn't even have a second to rest, cause the golem spun the block immediately, trying to hit Jeju with this straight right. But he was just like,
you thought I was feeling you? No. That nigga a munch.
Guys, I'm sorry. I can't keep hiding my true self. I just can't hold this in any longer. I've been dropping hints in my videos for months. I'm a munchkin.
And y'all can say the ice is melting or whatever, I don't care. We just gonna call that global warming. But y'all boys, check me out, cause I got that vision, no adventures. I'm seeing 2020 like it's 5 years ago. Social media's been up in a frenzy just cause she got skinnier, but my honest reaction is,
okay.
And I already know, y'all gonna be on my head in the comments about this, but if anybody asks me my opinion on Ice Spice, without hesitation, I'm saying,
she is very gorgeous to me!
Why am I like this, bruh?
I don't know. I'm just a silly guy at times. I have no idea.
Alright, so I know I got sidetracked, but anyways, after blowing the golem's back out, the system tells Jeju that he successfully passed the job change quest and starts analyzing his performance. And after a while, the screen reads, wherever the player goes, the angel of death follows. Then reveals even more dark, vague messages until the screen says, the ghosts summoned by the Shadow Army will follow the player's orders as the Shadow Army make way for only the player. And officially gives Jeju the class of Necromancer. And at first, Jeju was just like, oh hell no, twin. Necromancers are lame hotel corner sitting losers who don't even fight close combat and stay on the back lines. I'm good on all that, gang. So Jeju initially declines until the system tells him that Necromancer is a hidden class. So he just starts thinking it over and he was like, so he goes on to accept his job change to Necromancer, but since he went beyond the system's expectations, bro ended up getting hella boosts and bonus points, enough to exceed the class threshold. And the system officially awards him the title of Shadow Monarch. Y'all, that shit sound cold. Like that name just oozes aura. This is tough. And y'all might say I'm glazing a little bit. Well, scratch that. A lot? Cause I'm not even gonna lie. I am. Y'all might as well hand me my job application to Krispy Kreme Donuts right now, cause I will drown this man in glaze.
What? This is a nasty nigga. Oh, hell no!
On second thought, I'll take that last statement back.
So now that Jeju was leveled up to Shadow Monarch, he can hear the cries from the souls of the dead, with prompts popping up above each one of their heads saying, shadow extraction possible. Then the system prompts Jeju to designate a command word for this ability.
Arise.
And as soon as Jeju said the command word, the souls of the dead slowly began rising, giving him his own personal shadow army. So when I say Jeju was moving militant, I'm dead ass. And the system lets Jeju know that shadow extractions can fail based on the strength of the target and the time since death. And reading this instantly set off a light bulb in his head. Jeju immediately walked over to Igris' lifeless body and says, Knight Commander Igris the Bloodred,
will you submit to my control? Arise.
Feel like it.
Right. They told me there's a chance it could fail.
Arise!
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Bastard! Are you really gonna let your blade rust as you serve an empty throne? God damn it! Knight Commander Igris the Bloodred! I said, arise!
Just like that, Jeju awakens his most powerful soldier so far, and the grip is immaculate. And I gotta point this out real quick, cause I know I said this in the last video, but bro, how is Igris dead? But this man's first instinct is still to aura farm. Bro, I can't stand... This Shay Gildress Alexander ass nigga, bro. This man is a aura farming nonchalant tryhard. Like, how is that even possible? But hey, I'll give credit where credit's due. This is hard. And it finally gives General's army, so now he's ready for war. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, hit that sub button for me, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And if y'all could go do me a huge favor and go ahead and follow me on Twitch, I've been streaming a lot on there and YouTube simultaneously, so make sure you pull up to the live stream. And make sure you subbed up to the second channel too, and join the Discord community. Links are down in the description. As always, thank you for the support here on the main channel. I couldn't do this without y'all, so thank you. I still got that setup tour video on the way later this month, along with some other videos too, so be on the lookout. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Be smooth.